Hello, welcome to another Dominion 6 Mod Nation showcase. Today we're going to take a look at middle-aged Hashima, Naga Sanctuary. This is a nation based on the Sanctuary faction from Heroes of Might and Magic 6. I mean, Might and Magic Hero 6. That naming scheme is stupid. I have not played my Heroes of Might and Magic 6, properly at least, so I had to rely on the information found on the wiki, and I also watched a Sanctuary campaign playthrough on YouTube. And I kind of regret it, because I found out that the main character in that campaign is an absolutely insufferable, unlikable bitch. But oh well. I had to take a lot of creative liberties here and borrow some content from Might and Magic adjacent sources like some Might and Magic gacha game for mobile phones. I don't know, I just read it on the wiki. So anyway, Hashima is an island nation. It starts on an island, and if it does, it gains an additional site that produces gold and resources, like all island nations do. Uh, this is one of the few Might and Magic nations that have access to underwater. Uh, why did why did the screen go black? No idea what's going on. But anyway, the starting side produces 3 water gems, 1 astral pearl and 1 nature gem per turn. Let's take a look at the units. Is it black? First we have the samurai. That's a normal human with a naginata, samurai armor and a kabuto. That's literally a recolor of a late-age Jomon samurai. Then we have the Shark Guard. These ones can be... Oh, by the way, Hashima can build forts underwater. Shark Guards can be recruited both on land and underwater. They are size 3 creatures with 13 hit points, 12 strength, 11 morale, and natural protection 3. So they are slightly better than humans. They're amphibians, they have susceptibility to shock too. That's a common trait found among units in Heroes of Might and Magic 6. Recuperation, patrol bonus 1, because, you know, sharks have very cute scent. And bodyguard 1. They have 2 attacks each, a bite and a tebuche or tebuche, I'm not sure how it's pronounced. This is not Japanese, this is, I think, Hawaiian or something like that. Basically, it's like the obsidian maquahuitl, but with shark teeth instead of obsidian. Then we have the Vanizame, who are upgraded shark guards with some armor, only protection 10, and they have Berserker. Wanizame is Japanese for ferocious shark, I think. That's what was written on the wiki. Then we have the Naga troops. They also can be recruited both on land and underwater. Aside from the archers. Archers can only be recruited on land because why? Would you need archers underwater? A Naga archer has a Naga katana, that's a normal katana but one-handed, a long bow, and a samurai armor. They use long bows from Jomon, they are asymmetrical. These are the deep Nagas. They are size 4 creatures with 22 hit points, that's a lot. 13 strength, not very good skills, precision 11, some natural protection 6, high magic resistance and high morale. And combat speed is not very good. They are amphibious, they have susceptibility to shock, poison resistance, magic beam, cold-blooded and dark vision 50. You know what was annoying to me? The wiki that uses descriptions from the actual Heroes of Might and Magic 6 game, said that the Deep Nagas are the largest of three Naga subraces, but there are only two of them, the Deep Naga and the Coral Naga. I read everything I could. I found no evidence of the third Naga subrace. I have no idea what's going on. The Kenshi are Nagas with the dual-wield katanas. They have metal scale armor. The difference here is that the samurai armor is iron armor, and metal scale armor isn't actually iron armor. That's what the Japanese shark guards use. They are not iron armor because they would rust underwater otherwise. So they have the same traits, but they also have ambidextrous too, and their skills are higher. So they're pretty good, I think. I hope I made them expensive enough. Can say they have 4 arms. Maybe the 4-armed Deep Naga is the third Naga subrace. I don't know. So they quad-wield Naga katanas. They have ambidextrous 4, and they only fit 2 per square, so you can get 8 attacks per square at most. And I also hope that I made them expensive enough. I know that these kinds of units can get problematic in terms of balance, but my sense of balance doesn't exist. Underwater you can also recruit shark riders. They are the Wanizame with the turtle shell shields and coral spears, riding sharks. They have bodyguard, patrol bonus, recuperations, difficulty shock, amphibian. But the sharks themselves are aquatic. They also have the very stupid tag that this isn't moddable. But this is not a mod unit, I took the vanilla shark. And then we have the capital only units, the Kirin. The Kirin in the mythology are closer to unicorns, I think. But the way they are depicted in Might and Magic Heroes 6, they're closer to the Oriental Dragons. So I took the Oriental Dragon sprite and shortened it. They look somewhat different now, and I also gave them a horn. They have 2 attacks, Bite and Tail Sweep. That's the same attack the dragons have. That's a defense negates area of effect attack. That's pretty cool. They're amphibious, susceptible to shock, cold resistant, poison resistant, magic beam, cold-blooded, mountain survival, and spirit side. They have a lot of hit points. They're size 6 creatures, protection 13, high magic resistance, high morale, high strength, high attack skill, and they cost 40 gold. And the capital only sacred version is Sacred Kirin. Also, they are usually spelled with a dash, key-rin. I have never seen this spelling outside of Heroes of Might and Magic 6. They're almost the same, but they are sacred. They have O1 and Air Shield 60. That's all the recruitable units. Let's take a look at the commanders. First we have the Mermaid. I'm not sure, does it count as a third Naga subrace? No idea. And the lore part in Might and Heroes of Might and Magic 6 says that they are half dolphins, and they look nothing like dolphins. I don't know. So they are the scouts that have O1, hypnotize attack, the plate cuirass because they have this, what they call the boob armor, and they have the beacon ability that the Oceanian sirens have. The War Master is a Japanese commander with sailing and a different color scheme. The Shogun is another Japanese commander with sailing and a different color scheme. The Tidal Guardian is a Naga commander that dual wields katanas and can be recruited underwater. You might also notice that the human commanders have no magic leadership, but the Nagas have magic leadership, and all Nagas are magic beings. This is important. Now the human mages. We have the Flood Conjurer, who is a sailing mage with water 2, nothing special, and the Tide Master, who has Air 1, water 2, and Dark Vision 50. I don't know where it came from, but I guess let's leave it here. Now we have the Coral Nagas. The Coral Priestess is a Naga that is basically a Medusa. They are related in the new Heroes of Might and Magic lore, and that actually makes sense somewhat. They have Fist, Hypnotize, and Snake Hair. They are size 3 creatures, not size 4, they are smaller. 11 hit points, 4 skills. Water 1, Nature 1, Holy 1. Amphibian, susceptible to shock, poison resistant, magic being, cold blood supply, bonus 10. The Pearl Priestess has Astra 1, Holy 2, and Healer 1. That's quite a rare ability, and they also have Quarterstaffs. The third upgrade of sorts is a Daybreak Songstress, who has Fire 2, Astral 2, Holy 2, and Spell Singer, because, well, Songstress. And she's quite expensive. I used auto-calculation prices. We also have the Kappa Shoya. They look very funny in Heroes of Might and Magic 6. They look like the brainlet Wojak meme. They have Water 2, Nature 1, and a guaranteed Air, Water, Earth, Nature random. Amphibian, susceptible to shock, magic being, recuperation, supply bonus 10, disease healer 1. And they start old. Underwater you can recruit shark trainers, who are basically just shark riders but commanders. Or they have Sharkman harness, armor, and Beastmaster that doesn't really do much. Skilled Rider 1. And the capital only mage that is slow to recruit is the Mizukami, who is this water elemental woman who has a crush. You might get a crush on her. Water 3, guaranteed 2 levels of Astral Nature Glamour and a rare Astral Nature Glamour Water random. She has regeneration 20, amphibian, slash blunt pierce resistant, susceptible to shock, cold resistant, poison resistant, magic being need not eat spirit form, recuperation, spirit sight, and blood vengeance. I included this tag because they have the same ability in the Heroes of Might and Magic games. Let's take a look at the summons and heroes. We have a lot of them this time. Oh boy, where do we start? First, in Conjuration 3, you can cast Summon Spring Spirits. That's a Water 1 Holy 1 spell for 3 gems. You summon 5 plus Spring Spirits. They are similar to the Mizukami, but they are troops. They do not have the cold stuff, crush attack, regeneration 20, amphibian slash pierce blunt resistance, susceptible to shock, cold resistant, poison resistant, magic being need not eat spirit form, recuperation, spirit sight. They are almost identical to the Oceanid summons from Middle Age Regna. Also in Conjuration 3, you can cast Summon Snow Maidens. That's a Water 2 spell for 4 gems, you summon 5 plus Snow Maidens. They also are elemental beings with a cold attack, armor piercing, cold fatigue damage. Amphibian slash blunt pierce resistant, susceptible to shock, susceptible to fire, resistant to cold and poison, magic being need not eat, chill aura. Spirit form, mountain survival, recuperation, and spirit side. Also in Conjuration 3, you can cast Summon Sea Elementals. That's a Water 2 spell for 3 gems. You summon 2 plus Sea Elementals. That's not a combat summon, that's a ritual summon. This thing has a Crush attack, Underwater Regeneration 10%, Amphibian / Plant Pierce resistance, Fire resistance, Poison resistance, Magic Beam, Inanimate, Need That Eat, Mindless, Spirit Form, Recuperation, Blind. In Conjuration 4, you can cast Summon Tidal Elementals. That's a Water 2 spell for 4 gems, you get 2 plus Tidal Elementals. They are the same, but they have a Bronze Battle Axe instead of a Crash attack. So they deal more damage, at least to unarmored targets. Then in Conjuration 4 you can cast Summon Reviataran. That sounds like a butchered Leviathan. I'm not sure. That's a Nature 1 Water 1 spell that can only be cast underwater. By the way, I think Sea and Tidal Elementals also can only be summoned underwater. For 2 gems you summon 1 Reviaratan. Damn, that's... I did not come up with this word. That's a feature for that from that gacha game. I've not played it yet, and I am not planning to. Who in the right mind plays gacha games? This is a downsized monster fish. It's weaker, it's smaller, it's only size 6, but size 6 is enough. Then in Conjuration 4 you can cast Conjure Illusory Sea Sentinels. That's a Glamour 2 spell for 1 gem. You summon 2 illusory Sea Sentinels in combat. They are basically phantasmal warriors, but in the form of Kenshi. They dual-wield weapons, they have probably better armor, and all the illusory stuff. Ethereal, Illusion, True Sight, Dark Vision, Ambidextrous, yada yada yada. In Conjuration 6, you can cast Summon Fossil Crab. That's a Water 3 S2 spell. For 9 gems, you summon 1 Fossil Crab. This crab has Amphibian, Poison Resistant, Trample, and Animal, Dark Vision 100, and Discipline. And a Soul Rending Pincer that rends soul and horror marks. Isn't that great? That's a size 9 creature with 22 protection, a lot of hit points, a lot of morale, and high strength. So they're pretty good. In Conjuration 8, you can summon Ryo. That's a Water 5 spell. For 50 gems, you summon 1 Ryo Commander. That's this recolored Serpent of Heavenly Fires. Has almost the same stats as that Pretender. High magic resistance, high morale, attack scale, rank, hit points, no protection. That's a Water 4 mage. That's Sacred, Amphibian, all 1, susceptible to shock, cold resistant, poison resistant, magic beam, need that eat, chill aura 9. Ethereal, Flying, Spirit Form, Recuperation, Spirit Sight, Storm Immunity. With a Magic Bite, Drake Frost, not Dragon Frost, that's intentional, and Frost Blast attack. That's a ranged one. And finally, in Construction 3, you can cast Animate Shantiri Golems. That's a Fire 2 spell for 8 gems, you summon 6 plus Shantiri Golems. They have Poor Amphibian, Slash Resistant, Pierce Resistant, Fire Resistant, Poison Resistant, Magic Being, Inanimate, Need Not Eat, Mindless, Never Heals, Spirit Side, and they have a Flaming Fist attack. I realized that I did not use all the neutral units from Heroes of Might and Magic 7, so I included some Shantiri units with this nation. I think they be appropriate. That's all the summons. Let's take a look at the heroes. First we have the Naga Ronin. That's Changbo, who is a commander with two Naga katanas, heretic one, but also reduces unrest. That's a very good leader. Quite boring, more like Changbor. Then we have Kenta, the Shark Master. That's a minor NPC from the campaign. That's just a Sharkman commander with Berserker and Inspirational 2 and higher patrol bonus. Then we have Lord Hiroshi, the Naga Daimyo, who is a major NPC. He has 4 arms, a double Naginata, some fancy armor. He looks pretty damn cool. Fire 3 Holy 1, and his thing is Inspirational 2, and 4 hand slots. Then we have Katsue, who is another major NPC from the campaign with an awful voice acting. By the way, she is supposed to be a coral naga, but she doesn't have snake hair. She has normal hair. I don't know what's going on. I don't think it was explained. Water 3, Holy 3, and Healer 1. Then we have Karwan, the Ocean God's Kin, a Water 5 mage. That's a basically unique Mitsukami. That's also a minor NPC from the campaign. Then we have Mamushi, the Naga Warlord, who is a Death to Holy 1 mage with a double Naginata. That's actually a boss from Might and Magic 10. And we have a multi-hero, a Sea Elf Pirate. That's another unused neutral monster from Heroes of Might and Magic 6 or 7, I do not remember. That feels appropriate for this nation, so I decided to use the Sea Elves here. That's a Air 1, Water 1 mage with Sailing, Swimming, Dark Vision 50, and rating of Sea Elf Archers. Sea Elf Archers are basically the same, but they have bows. Nothing special, but I guess they take up a unit slot or something. We also have a bunch of national pretenders. First, since we had the Shantiri Golem, we have the Shantiri Titan as a pretender, who is a Dominion 4 pretender that can move but can only be taken dormant or imprisoned. Size 9, 23 protection, 100 hit points, mindless, 25 strength, 4 skills. It was based on the Bronze Colossus, the Thunder Fist and the Stellar Bolt attack. Air 1 Astral 2, 4 Amphibian, Slash Plant Pierce resistant, Shock resistant, Fire resistant, Cold resistant, Poison resistant, and I might need that eat Mindless Blind, Innate Spellcaster 1. Path cost 40. Ancient Sea Monster, the variant of the Dagon. Grab and Swallow, Bite, Water 2, Death 1, Amphibian, Fear 5, Cold resistant, Poison resistant, Magic Being, Cold Blood, Spirit Sight. The Primal Dragon Turtle, a variant of this Black Tortoise of the North. The Bite and the Drake Fire, not Dragon Fire, that's intentional. Fire 1, Earth 1, Amphibian, Fire resistant, Poison resistant, Inept Smith 1. Great! That's a variant of the Worm. Venomous Fangs, Tail Sweep, Dragon Frost, Water 1, Nature 1, Regeneration, Amphibian, Fear 5, susceptible to Fire, Cold resistant, Poison resistant, Magic Being, Chill, Cold Blooded, Swamp Survival, Supply Bonus, Spirit Sight, Inept Smith. Greater Kirin, Bite, Claw, Tail Sweep, Dragon Frost like a normal dragon. Water 2, Tier 10, Amphibian, O2, Susceptible to shock, susceptible to fire, cold resistant, poison resistant, magic beam, chilled aura, 7 cold blood, mountain survival in its smith spirit side. Enraged Kirin, a smaller one. The dragon fire, not dragon frost. Fire 1, water 2, heat aura, air shield, and berserker 3. That's a different array of tags. Who else do we have? Yuki Onna. That's a Snow Maiden, but as a pretender. Air 1, Water 1, the same tags, but also Cold Power 2 and Ice Natural Protection 1. And Mermaid Princess. That's a mermaid with Water 1, Glamour 1, or 2, Stealthy. And that's it. Oh, she also has a crown. She's a princess after all. And that's it for this nation. Actually, kind of like it. I was not looking forward to making it, but the end result, I think it works well. I'm not sure about the balance, my sense of balance does not exist. And now I only have one more nation to make. The nation based on the Factory faction from the Horn of the Abyss mod. That was released, I think, last year, maybe this year. So thank you for watching, I will see you next time.